Good morning, beautiful people. I'm in a really good mood this morning. I'm just rearranging this a little bit. There we go. Sorry. Well, good morning. I've got my candles lit. I don't always, I enjoy ritual, but I don't always have candles. I don't feel like having candles lit. I'm not a Wiccan, and I don't feel like candles, for me, make or break a reading. That being said, it would be interesting to learn about candles. But right now where we are at, it is dark a lot. And when it's not dark lately, it's been not just cloudy, but gloomy cloudy. And I find that having fire, and it's cold, like it's winter. I find that having fire, maybe it's my Viking heritage, I don't know. But I really enjoy having the candles, and I kind of feel like I want you to have them. Now there's two that have come out already. I'm going to take them because I've already prayed over the cards. I've tried to have readings the last couple of days, and Spirit has just said no. My readings needed to be for me. And I'm learning the runes, which is very interesting. And before I present them to you, I want to really learn the history of each rune, its significance, its meaning in its fullest sense, not just like go into a book. And I found a really wonderful archaeologist, Scandinavian specialist, whose work I really resonated with, and so, but that's interesting. So I've been pulling my own runes lately. Spirit just said like my readings were for me. And I'll tell you what, we'll see what Spirit has for you today. But Spirit's kind of been giving me a spanking lately. So, a lot of things to think about. Like, you can go along and you think you're doing okay. But, to do these readings for yourself, or to listen to these readings and not just listen to the ones that tell you what you want to hear, but listen to the readings from me or from other people that tell you maybe hard things. Because by listening to these hard things, and we can evaluate that with ourselves, it's like, that is maybe an area where I need to work on. So Spirit is really working with me right now. I've put my womanness, I would say, on the back burner, having been through some really awful relationships. And I really just coated myself in a blanket of protection. And I think I've used my child as a shield. It's like, no, I can't be in a relationship because I have him. And in some ways, I can't help but wonder now if by doing so, I've overprotected both of us out of some good relationships. And there's always been the fear of making a mistake and bringing in somebody really bad. So so I too am going through all this stuff. So when I tell you hard truths, I guess I could have my channel that I just interpret the cards. It's like, in my head, I'm thinking, oh, fuck me. Like, that's ouch. But then I just say, oh, no, that really means, that this is your person coming in. Well, maybe the person that you want to have come in isn't the person that's good for you. So anyway, I'm going to flip these over. Okay, so we have for you, these are really cute cards. I love these cards. These are the White Sage Tarot. I just got them. So please forgive me if I do refer to the little bookie. They also are chakra cards, which I deal with a lot which I deal with a lot because I'm an intuitive healer. And a lot of things that I do is I work at clearing people's energy, energy and whatnot. So we have the Knight of Swords. So these cards are so different. We have this Knight of Swords. Now, that is a cougar. That's a cougar coming in. Now, that is actually looks like a rune on his collar. I'm just going to quick, I just have written some notes here. I'm just going to just look that up. That is isn't that interesting? I wouldn't have noticed that before. Transportation. It was transportation. Interesting. So he's coming in with his sword. He has a backup. I should say she. Okay, you know what Spirit said to me? Cougar, because older women after younger men are occasionally called cougar. And there's an actual mathematical equation for this. You're not a cougar unless the young man that you're interested in is half your age plus 7. If he's younger than that, you're a cougar. That doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad thing. Because, we put labels on things. But, especially with twin flame unions are often dramatically different. But anyway, this is somebody coming in quickly. There's been a battle. Or a battle is anticipated. And in this one, there's a backup sword. Okay? So right away, we have intellectual energy. This came out with a reverse 3 of Swords. And this has a blue chakra energy, which is interesting because the heart chakra is green, but she's got this as blue, which is communication. Maybe there's a twin flame union here where there's been no communication, but, oh, my hands just started to buzz. Where there is no communication, but where there is no communication, but that might change all of a sudden. Somebody's going to maybe come running in. Oh, Spirit just said, if you're a masculine watching this, this is a feminine coming in. If you're a feminine, then you're all of a sudden feeling like you need to contact this person. Oh, interesting. Okay, so Spirit just showed me, in a movie where the two people, they got kind of close and then something happened and they're away from each other. The Spirit just showed me, when Harry met Sally, right? And, they finally got together and then he didn't respond the way she wanted him to and she couldn't forgive him and he was so sorry and, and then at the end, she's leaving the party and he's running. All of a sudden, he's running to her and she's like, Harry, and he's like, when you finally, something like, when you have finally decided who you want to spend the rest of your life with, you want the rest of your life to begin as soon as possible. So, right, it's this, that's really interesting. Oh, that's really sweet. Okay, so what else have we got, Spirit? What else is going on for the querent, for the person who's watching? Woo, in this collective. A Page of Cups. Aw. These are so sweet, right? This is so sweet. So, this is yellow, which is, taking action towards your own truth. So, kind of the pursuit of, like, like somebody who's really been thinking about this, pondering it, wondering about this, and then all of a sudden, your gut, your solar plexus is kind of your gut, right? Tells you, go. I'm going to just look her up. I'm not sure. All of a sudden, these seem to be really feminine, but Page of Cups, Ace of Cups. Oh, this is so cute. Okay. All right. So these have an actual message, so it's worth going into the book. When this sweet young otter graces your presence with a cup of turmeric ginger chai, take her up on the offer. Take a sip, close your eyes, and let your tensions vanish. Remember what it was like to be a child? Allow your creative side to flourish. Ooh, I'm going to have a sip of my coffee. Which I don't think there's a... Actually, there is a brown chakra. It's at the bottom of your feet. It's for grounding. Okay. Ooh, so what's going on with her? 8 of Wands. Wanting to move forward all of a sudden. So there's a lot of moving forward energy in this. I'm just so curious now. Get ready for swift change. That's orange, not red, apparently. So this is a feminine reading, because the orange, I mean, this doesn't mean man or woman. This is feminine energy reading, because the orange chakra really has to deal with, like, our sensuality, our ability to give birth to things, our creativity, which is also the Page of Cups. So, okay, tell us more about a querent. Whoa. Huh? Another wand, I think. Oh, this is nice. So, wanting a new beginning. This is a red chakra. So, this is ground yourself and get ready for spring in your life. Right? Like, that's pussy willows. Those aren't everywhere in the world. Like, I'm not sure where everybody is. But here we have pussy willows. They're the first sign of spring, really. It's a wonderful thing to see pussy willows. And many people cut the pussy willows and, put them in vases. Here. I usually do. If I can find... I don't have a willow right close, but... Oops. Yeah, 7 of Wands. So that was implied in the 8 of Wands. So you have really been through a lot of conflict and, hard times. And really felt like there's all this stuff going on, right? But that this season of your life is over, and that would just flip itself over. Yeah, that season of your life is over. I want to see what this is a Five of Swords. And that is coming out as a yellow chakra, which is, you know, taking action towards your own truth. In this, I mean, the Five of Swords, you know, is, I always find it kind of a tricky card. It means, like, you know, maybe you're going to play and win, depending who you are in the card. It often is like yuckiness to me. But this seems to be a really positive deck. I'm thinking that Spirit just said you're willing to take the risk now. Five of Swords. You're going to take the risk. Let's see what this says. This is so cute, though. Yeah, you're likely to find yourself with mixed feelings about life in general and about a few people in particular. So it's good to voice your opinions and pick your battles. Right? All right. Who is this feminine thinking about as she sips her cup of turmeric ginger chai tea and looks out the window? Who is this feminine thinking about? Who's the person? Tell us about the person, please. They're trying to come out, but... My hand's falling asleep. It's my right hand. It's that negative, or that masculine energy. Isn't that funny I said negative for masculine? Freudian slip. Oh! Out pops the Emperor. That's interesting. Six of Pentacles on the bottom that they just drew my attention to. All right. Spirit, tell us about this Emperor. Whoa. I'm not going to take those because that's a huge bunch. Tell us about the Emperor. Wow. The Sun, energy, his wishes come true. That's some kind of beautiful beetle. So blue, there's three chakras here. There's blue, yellow, and orange, which means that there might be a communication issue. Well rooted. The Sun opens right there. Okay, movement and clarity to push forward, push through. In tarot, the Sun is masculine energy. And things about to be revealed. Interestingly enough, in the runes, you know, the Sun represented women. But in tarot, apparently, it represents men. Anyway, it's the energy of things about to... Okay, tell us more about this Emperor. I'm so glad I don't really show my face on camera because you should see my hair. Oh, nice, nice, nice. Oh, okay. Some wands. Five of Wands and Six of Wands. There's a lot of wand energy here. Fire. And one has a yellow ribbon, one has an orange. So, you know. So, yeah, he's really been through a struggle. He's been through a struggle, but he's, you know, coming through it. Oh, there's the World on the end. Okay, now, and then there's the Ten of Pentacles. This guy, okay, so an Emperor, I've said this before, but the Spirit reminded me of it again. The Emperors don't get to be, Emperors fought their way to the top. Kings inherit. Emperors fight their way to the top. To be an emperor, it means you earned it. Now this guy, it shows that he's earned it. There's a Ten of Pentacles on the bottom. I'm debating about whether I should take it. No, not yet, they said. I'm going to just put that in the middle, see if it comes out. Okay. All right. Okay, so the question in my head is what has to happen for them to come together. And okay, the Nine of Cups, which is abundance between these two. But look, it's like a rainbow color. It's like all the energy is flowing through. This is kind of an esoteric kind of reading. Okay, what has to happen for these two to get together? Oh. Okay, did you see that? I hope you did. Okay, like flew the Empress, the Tower, and Temperance. So what has to happen for these two to get together? This woman has an energy. This woman is an Empress. Okay? Also fought her way to the top. I don't watch TV, but there's that show, The Vikings, and I forget her name, but she's like the queen, right? And she's that's this woman. You didn't get, like, you're an abundant person. She's an abundant woman. But, interesting. The Spirit just said, this is like what needs to happen for you too, sister. She is an Empress power. She is a powerful woman. She has earned also what she's gotten. But she's kept herself in the tower. That tower needs to fall for her to come together with her Emperor. And that's what I was just saying to myself. Like for myself at the beginning of this reading, I have kept myself protected up in the tower with my boy. And while that has kept us safe, it maybe has also kept us from life. So she needs to... Oh, this is all on her, actually. He's waiting for her. She needs to let that tower fall. I mean, this woman's tough. She'll do anything to keep this tower. Like, she's been patching this tower. Like, she's been feeling the cracks in the tower. You know, and her and her kid have come over to this side because she felt it leaning over on this side. But that's getting to be tiring. She needs to Spirit just said, let the chips fall where they may. Okay? Chips fall where they may. And she needs to temper. Aren't these cards just like the bomb diggity? You see the color in the background of these cards? Like that dark. That's what color it is outside actually today. But isn't that beautiful? Okay. This feminine here needs to temper the genuine need for safety with the ability to open up her heart and take a calculated chance on this guy. Now, there's a butterfly there, which just implies to me, all of a sudden, that she has been in a cocoon, protected. She needs to let herself dissolve and transform. That's pretty deep. Okay. There's the Ten of Swords on the bottom just keeps showing itself to me, so I'm going to take it. She's just coming to the end of this cycle, right? Spirit just said to me, you don't have to fight anymore. Okay? Like, that's not just for me, that's for you. Okay? I think you don't... Oh, yeah. Okay, they just showed me that this Empress is looking at the moon. Wishing. I mean, we manifest under the full moon. Right? This Emperor, the sun is behind him. He's already dealt with his energy. And here's the sun. Like, he comes with the sun. Interesting, because in my head I was just asking, is the Emperor looking at this Empress? And what came out was this. So I'm thinking, yes. See, there's the moon there. This is the new moon where we do make wishes. Spirit just said people cut their hair right after the new moon. I'm going to just look and see what it says about this in the book. Two of Swords. Two of Swords, I mean, right, like, maybe he has not felt that she's going to come in. You know, like, he's keeping himself guarded from her because he really, he loves her, Spirit just said, but she is kind of been like, she's in her tower, and he maybe comes up with offerings sometimes, and she's like, oh, thanks, see ya, and he's like, oh, ouch, and in my head, so yeah, and so then he's like, I can conquer, Macedonia and Rome, but I can't tell her how I feel. That's amazing. That's so interesting. I'm going to see what this says here. Yeah! Okay, Two of Swords, stalemate, blocked emotions. The Two of Swords indicates a strong bond between you and another person. So my question to Spirit was, has Emperor been watching her? Is Emperor yearning for this Empress? Yes. Yes. The Two of Swords indicates a strong bond between the Emperor and his Empress. If there's a conflict, you are like battering rams. You can find balance if you both have some give and take. The green ribbon suggests focusing on your heart chakra for a solution. So he's every breath you take, every move you make, every vow you break. Oh gosh. And then out comes these three. The star. Just beautiful indigo. The Chariot. And the Seven of Cups. Now, isn't that interesting? Because in my head, as I was shuffling, it was just like, so what's next? So wishes come true. Quickly. Quickly. And then the Seven of Cups, which is like usually choices, a lot of choices. Oh, he's going to make... He's got to choose. Oh, I just... Like, wow. This is a really... Opposites attract. Spirit just said opposites attract. Opposites attract. But this also, the Chariot indicates a speed. Yeah. So this says take things out of the dream world. Take it out of wishing and make it real. Make your choice. Pick the cup. Both of you. What's more important to you? Feminine. What's more important to you? Staying in your tower? Or living your real life? It's coming down to this. Emperor, what's more important to you? Protecting your pride, your heart? Or taking a chance and finding love? Outcome. Spirit, like, do we have an outcome? Well, Spirit does always with me. Tell me outcome. Spirit, outcome. Huh? Ace of Pentacles. New beginning. This is a good match on paper. Do you know each other through work or through some kind of industry or, you know, something earthly? Outcome for these two. Yeah, Three of Pentacles. So, working together. Maybe that's how you can open the door, Emperor, to her. Oh, okay. So this is like Emperor's getting good advice. Nope. Queen of Cups. Intuitive, psychic. Feminine, embrace this. Okay. Embrace this. This is an otter in the water. Feminine, embrace this. If you go into the water, if you're trying to swim, like an otter. They lay on their back in the water and they just like hang there. They just float there. If you start struggling, you're going to sink. But you just listen to Spirit. Just chill. What does your gut tell you, Spirit says? What does your gut tell you? See, like, she's just laying there. She's just chilling. She's not splashing around and fussing and fighting. What's going on? So, both Emperor and Empress. Is there any last thing to tell us, Spirit? I'll shuffle 3 times. The Father. Oops. Oh, yeah. High Priestess. Of course, it's a cat. With the moon energy. So, the feminine in this scenario has more power than the masculine. He's being respectful and waiting for her. And he's right. If he tried to approach her in her tower before she's ready, that would blow it, I think. This feminine needs to listen to her spirit. Learn to trust her gut. Spirit just said she needs to learn to trust her gut. Her gut is Spirit talking to her. Okay, so what do we need to do going forward? Empress needs to learn to trust her gut. Take a jump out of this tower before it crushes her. What can be your protection can also be what destroys you. She could starve to death up there. Okay, Spirit, any more messages? 1. Oh, yes, indeed. What the heck? 4 of Wands. If you leave that tower, partnership. Do 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 do. With this Emperor, with this guy, he's like, he has a King of Swords energy. He is a good man. This guy doesn't fuck around. He likes to play things by the rules. He might be kind of opposite of you. Right? He wants to bring you this offering. He does. And like the two of you together, it's, everything. Everything. So, Empress, I mean, really, this is on you. Oh, I know. Okay. But the Empress is up in these towers, and I'm one of these, right? Often it's like, on part of us is like, well, he needs to man up and not be afraid to come get me. But then when we really look at it, we know that if he came to us before we're ready, we're going to just, no. No. Thank you very much, but I'm quite happy sipping my tea, sipping my turmeric chai latte in my tower. But honestly, like, you know what, at night, when you're alone, Empress, you want to move forward. So this is a real struggle. This is a real struggle, right? I mean, this is hard for her. She wants to move forward, but she's scared. He's waiting for her, but he's scared. But, there's a lot of sudden movement forward in this reading. And, I have these cards spread out here because they're absolutely adorable. They're so, excuse me, they're so beautiful. Spirit just said to pick one of these runes. Like, okay, so I'm not proficient in these runes. But maybe some of you are. Okay. That is God Spirit. Okay, I'm just going to read this for you, sweeties. Sweeties, because, like, I suck at this still. But they just say, like, pull one for them. It's fun, right? Like, you can Google this. Like, you can look it up and see more. That's at the end. I got this. He was. This guy got honor, justice, leadership, and authority. Okay? Which it really is like the emperor, empress energy. He was. The Spirit of God. Oh! Spirit just said, listen to Spirit. Listen to your gut. Okay? So, that's my message for today. That was really pretty. Really cute. Really love this deck. Really, really love this deck. All right. God bless.